Hello everybody. Holy crap, I have been so busy lately. But for those of you who do not hate me for not posting a video in like a month, here is my review of the Lazarus contract. Now, the Lazarus contract was 4 issues, starting with Titans 11, then going to Teen Titans number 8, Deathstroke 19, and then Teen Titans again. Now, I'm going to try my very best to keep this video as short, sweet, and to the point as possible, because I know you guys have really short attention spans, and I don't want to make a 40-minute long video just on this. So without further delay, let's start my review. Okay, so like I said earlier, Lazarus Contract Part 1 was in Titans Rebirth number 11. Okay, so we open up on a flashback, and if you are a big Teen Titans fan, this might seem a little bit familiar to you. It was the death of Grant Wilson, aka Ravager, son of Deathstroke. He was hired by Hive to kill the Titans. Unfortunately, Grant's body basically burned from the inside out, thanks to experimental powers that Hive gave him, and he died in his father's arms. Deathstroke blames his son's death on the Teen Titans, and that basically leads to a grudge that he holds against them, and eventually earns Deathstroke the title of the team's arch nemesis. The story then jumps to Slade waking up in a hospital bed after the events of Deathstroke 18, after his major surgery, and it seems that he was basically dreaming about Grant's death. So now we see that he is basically plotting revenge. Kind of seems a little bit late for that, but okay, let's go with that. So then we cut to the Titans, who are working to track down Hive's operations, I guess, to save Bumblebee. Except, of course, it's never easy, and the operatives they found are, like, basically useless, and not even Omen can get any information out of them. The only thing Nightwing could get was someone named Lazarus said the deal is off. So that's pretty ominous. And then while they were fighting, I guess Wally went missing, and they're just now noticing it. So it turns out that all of this was just a distraction, and Wally was actually taken prisoner by Deathstroke, of course. So Deathstroke's plan is pretty simple. He wants to take Wally's powers and use them to manipulate, it's been a long day, manipulate the time stream and go back in time to the moment that Grant was killed and basically save his life. Which, of course, anyone who has ever read Flashpoint knows what a stupid idea that is and how wrong he is. So, of course, Titans Wally won't help him out. And, of course, naturally, Slade has a backup plan in the form of the other Wally West, Kid Flash of the Teen Titans. Well, that's just perfect. And basically that is that, and we're moving on now to Lazarus Contract Part 2, which is in Teen Titans number 8. So this one opens up to Teen Titans Wally basically being manipulated and kidnapped by Slade, who pretends to need help with his car, and then takes him out to lunch. Okay. We then cut to Titan's Tower, where Robin notices that Kid Flash is missing. He also finds tracers on all of them, and he says no one could have possibly have done this except Deathstroke. And then he goes and says there's a good chance that Kid Flash is already dead. Very optimistic, Damien, as always. So since Titans Wally won't help, Deathstroke decides to try and convince Teen Titans Wally to help him. He does this by basically guilt-tripping him and then telling him if he helps bring his son back, he will stop being Deathstroke forever. So while this is going on, the Teen Titans confront the Titans, and Robin basically accuses Nightwing of betrayal. Nightwing admits to making a deal with Deathstroke to buy the teams some time to save their respective Wally Wests. Teen Titans Wally decides to help Deathstroke because he's a moron, and apparently somehow Deathstroke costume allows him to travel in Kid Flash's Speed Force wake. But then Deathstroke betrays him. I mean, honestly, who saw that one coming? He somehow stole Wally's speed and then goes off on his own. And during all this, the Teen Titans and the Titans find Deathstroke's lair and free Titans Wally West. and then discover that Deathstroke has tapped into the Speed Force. Oh boy. And that's basically the end of this issue, and it sets up perfectly for part 3, which takes place in Deathstroke number 19. So Deathstroke is wearing an icon suit, and that basically allows him to tap into the Speed Force either by siphoning Kid Flash's powers or a direct link to the Force. So we open in on Flash and Deathstroke basically racing each other, and Flash realizes that Deathstroke is now the fastest killer alive, and he thinks better of it and basically runs away. #me. And while that's going on, Damian is questioning Wally, trying to figure out why in the world he would help Deathstroke, and then Wally soon realizes that he lost his speed. And then we get panel after panel of Deathstroke going around the world, but he's certainly not killing people because, you know, he gave up being Deathstroke forever. I mean, you saw he made a promise to Wally that he wouldn't kill people anymore, so why in the world would he kill people? It's not like he's a liar. So at the very end, we see that Deathstroke used his speed to finally catch up to Grant and save him before he dies. So now we move on to the Lazarus contract finale, which is in Teen Titans Special issue number 1. Not Teen Titans Annual, it's Teen Titans Special issue number 1. So we open with a bunch of bullcrap that I don't want to talk about, so I'm going to go ahead and skip to the part where the Teen Titans and the Titans team up to stop Deathstroke. Robin basically tells Kid Flash that he cannot come with them and that Wally's done enough damage for one day. So they leave without him. Robin also completely forgot about the new Aqualad and left him behind as well, which I thought was kind of hilarious. Alright, and everybody hold on, because if you thought it was confusing up to this point, you ain't seen nothing yet. Wally West, Flash Wally West, uses his speed to travel back in time and has the Teen Titans and the Titans in his Speed Force wake, and allows the teens to come with him to the past where they confront the new Teen Titans, the Titans when they were younger. And then Damian kills the past Wally West, and therefore the adult Wally West Flash starts to disintegrate. So that's great. Then we cut to Deathstroke in the past confronting his son, who really doesn't appreciate what he's trying to do, and Ravager still ends up dying. Meanwhile, somehow in the present, Wally West Kid Flash regains his powers, while in the past, Deathstroke blames anyone on a team with the name Titans in it for Ravager's death. Things don't go his way, and he escapes into the Speed Force. Meanwhile, Nightwing shocks Wally West, the Flash Wally West, to disrupt his connection to Speed Force and return the present-day Teen Titans and Titans home. Oh my goodness gracious. So both Wally West decide to enter the Speed Force to save Deathstroke for whatever reason, and Jericho helps them out. He projects to Wally West the Flash while he's in the Speed Force, so the presence of his teammates is there, and he doesn't feel like he's alone, and he's supported. They met Jericho, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. So both Wally Wests find Deathstroke, and together all three of them escape the Speed Force and return to the present. So in the end, Teen Titans Wally and Raven have a special little moment until Robin comes over and tells Kid Flash that he is fired. So that's something. Then we cut to Titans Wally, and he is being seen by a doctor, and it is revealed that he actually has a pacemaker to support his weakened heart, which when Robin stopped his heart to break the Speed Force connection, it basically changed Wally's life all over again. So now he can't be the Flash anymore because his heart basically can't take it, which is really, really depressing. So in conclusion, I liked it. Or more so, I liked aspects of it. There was a lot that confused me, especially in the finale. I didn't really like the whole flipping back and forth between the past, present, past, present, past, present. It was just really hard for me to follow, and maybe that's just me. but it wasn't my favorite. I definitely liked the plot. The art was really amazing. I'm not the biggest fan of Rebirth Teen Titans to begin with. In my personal opinion, I think it's garbage. But I really like Titans. I really like Deathstroke. So overall, the Lazarus contract, I think it was all right. It was exciting. It was different. Just a little bit confusing and very kind of easy to misunderstand a couple of parts. I don't know. I would probably give it like a 6 out of 10, maybe a 7 out of 10. Well, actually no, 6 out of 10. So that basically wraps up my review. Remember that this is just my personal opinion, so you don't have to agree with me. It's okay. You could have really liked it, or you could have really hated it. Tell me in the comments below if you want to share what your opinion was of the Lazarus contract. This is my first time doing a review for my YouTube channel, so please let me know what you think, and if you guys want me to do another review, it might be a little bit easier if I can maybe like set it up where I'm actually like facing the camera and talking and you guys can see me. I make a lot of hand gestures when I talk, so maybe that's interesting to look at more than these pictures, I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I also wanted to thank you. I noticed that I just hit 9,000 subs, so thank you guys, thank you so much. I love you all. Hopefully now that I'm not quite so busy, I'll be able to get a couple videos out before the summer ends. So I love you guys, hope you have a good day, and don't forget to check out Teen Titans, The Lazarus Contract. I think it's pretty good, it's worth a read. Thank you guys again for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!